All right, so it's been over a week of me wearing these sneakers right now, and I gotta tell you guys, this was a pleasant experience on feet. Not one that I honestly can say I expected from the model. From the overall looks of the model, I was like, it looks okay. Like, it's just another Adidas Boost model on the market, and that's kind of the way I felt. But then when I got them in hand, I was like, okay, they look kind of cool. They look a little bit better than I thought when you loosen up the laces. Then I put them on feet, and I was like, whoa, okay, now we're talking. This is something that I've been wanting from Adidas for a little while now. And it's nice that they're actually delivering it in a new model that is not called the UltraBOOST. Now, I believe this is called the Explorer Boost, or it's XPLR Boost. And this is the shoe right here. And you know, again, honestly, like, overall thoughts in hand, like, it doesn't look as chunky as the images did on the website. Like, the midsole looks really, really big, and in hand, of course, it looks really, really massive. But then it's kind of like an UltraBOOST, but it's kind of not. This almost is like everything that I wanted the Adidas UltraBOOST to evolve into. However, they took the alternate route and went down the like more performance side of things, which is not a bad way to go. Obviously, it's a performance pair of sneakers, and they actually do quite well. I've done videos on the new UltraBOOST Lite. If you guys haven't seen that video, absolutely love that shoe. It is not the softest and squishiest thing from Adidas. It is a little bit firmer. It is lightweight though, but all in all, it's a pair of shoes that I've worn a lot, pretty much every other day now, and it's one that I really appreciate on my feet. But then these enter the room. Shout out to Adidas for actually sending this pair over. Per my request, I actually reached out to them and I'm like, hey, can I get a pair of those so we can do a video on these? Because this is just one of those shoes that I was really interested in, and so big thank you to Adidas for actually sending them over. But as soon as I put these on feet, I was like, this is actually kind of significant. There was a nice, soft, squishy feel of Adidas Boost in that midsole, and obviously you could tell from the midsole, it's a huge, massive stack, especially in the heel. But this is one of those shoes where I felt some boost in the forefoot of the shoe a bit more than like on the UltraBOOST as well. So it's kind of nice to be able to feel that squishy sensation from the heel to the forefoot of the shoe, and they did it in a really interesting way. This is not by any means a performance running pair of sneakers. I like that they ended up making this towards the lifestyle side of things, and as you guys know, most of this channel is pretty much lifestyle, so this is a perfect fit. Now, right off the bat, my overall impressions of the shoe, and then I'll give you guys kind of the words from what Adidas says about its own product, because I haven't actually read those words. I'm just giving you guys kind of my own thoughts. The overall look of the shoe is actually cool, and personally, I really like this colorway. They have a ton of different colorways on their website, and if you guys would like to shop on their website and see what other colorways they have available, I'll link them in the description of the video. This is a pretty interesting colorway though. I really like it. It's kind of like the off-white black look to it, and a little bit of cream hits. So you have the milky translucent cage on the front, and then also on the heel cup of the shoe. But interestingly enough, you have like these black licorice looking lines down the sides right here, and then also on the heel cup there's some dashes back here. I like the aesthetic of that. At first glance I was like, this looks really weird, but then I loosened up the laces as I mentioned, and honestly, like, it's really easy to slip on your feet, and it looks like an updated version of an UltraBOOST that has more cushioning around the collar of the shoe and also the tongue. There is this weird little line that comes down through where the laces actually go through, so they changed obviously the lace cage from like an UltraBOOST, but I kind of like the way that they did that as well. At first, again, I wasn't too sure if I liked the design of the way the laces came together on the top of the lace cage, how it kind of protrudes out a little bit, but ultimately when I put them on feet, I was like, they actually look really good. It's not as crazy of a look as I thought it was from the initial pictures. Also, you have a little bit of a ribbed like neoprene look around the collar of the ankle. Nice look to that as well. Just a little bit of a flare, a little bit of extra material and extra added aesthetic. And then you have an Adidas tab that sticks out. Looks like a little Adidas flag on the back of the shoe. I do like that the branding on this is fairly minimal. Obviously you see the 3 stripes on the side of the shoe, but it's done it in such a non-traditional way that you could just look at it as a design element of the shoe and not even know that it's an Adidas pair of sneakers if you care about that. I don't know what they did to the upper of the shoe, but it's really breathable, especially across the toe box right here. I did a little breath test on these guys. I put my hand inside the shoe and then breathed inside, and you could feel the air through the shoe very, very easily. I like that they added like a neoprene type material here for the tongue and made it a little bit pronounced, and then you have that through the tongue all the way through the heel of the shoe, kind of that interesting neoprene mesh vibe to that, and I like it. I like that they kind of transition it from the front to the back in different materials, more breathable and then more cushioned, and it's a good fit and it works well. The midsole though is really what separates this from most of the other Adidas Boost shoes. They do have 2 layers of boost, one on top, one on the bottom, and then you have this plastic wedge in between. That doesn't give you like a propulsion feel or anything like that, but it is really soft and squishy on feet. And I don't know if there's 2 different types of Adidas Boost technology on here, because sometimes there are different formulas of Adidas Boost. This top layer and the bottom layer do look a little bit different, and it's hard to actually tell though because of the sculpted look of the top. You have a bunch of like arrows and just different design elements to the way that comes together. And the bottom half looks more or less like the traditional pair of Adidas Boost technology. All in all, you put them on though, and it definitely has a crazy amount of squish in the midsole. Very, very soft on feet, much softer on feet than the Adidas UltraBOOST 22. Probably one of the softest Adidas Boost sneakers that I've tried on my feet, and I've tried on, you know, dozens and dozens and dozens of pairs. And this is probably one of the most comfortable ones. I actually tried these on feet next to the Nike Invincible Run 3s, and honestly, they felt fairly comparable on feet. Like this one feels a little bit heavier on feet and a little bit less squishy, but like the squish factor is crazy comparison to some of the other stuff like the Adidas UltraBOOST 22 and the Adidas UltraBOOST Lite. So if you're looking for the softest and squishiest pair of Adidas Boost sneakers, look no further. Check these ones out in the description of the video. Anyway, some words from what Adidas says specifically about the shoe. I'm going to read it with you guys for the first time here. It says, travel ready Boost shoes made in part with recycled materials. Bring versatility, comfort, and style to any adventure. These Adidas shoes make the most advanced sneaker technology feel effortless. Breathable construction helps keep your feet cool, while Boost adds responsive cushioning for all-day comfort. Errands around town or a long-haul flight, these breathable and grippy shoes can keep up. This upper features at least 50% recycled materials, and it does have a torsion system in the midsole of the shoe. It has mesh neoprene and suede uppers, and then the rubber outsole as well. This is a chalk white, core black, off-white colorway. They do have a hefty price tag, I believe about $190, and that's the price point as of right now of you guys watching this video. However, as the year goes on, like these will eventually probably go on sale, and I always cover those sales over on my website, Collective Kicks, linked in the description of the video. I also post everything over on Twitter, so follow me if you guys are interested in when these are going to drop in price in the future, and I'll definitely be posting it because it's one of those shoes that's like, dude, these are the ones I talk about. Remember, now they're like $30 off or $50 off or $70 off or whatever. I'll be on top of it to tell you guys when those sales are. So if I had to say a couple of things positive and negative about the shoes, I would say positives, obviously the crazy squishy Boost feel underneath feels really, really good. I would say another positive, I actually really like the look of these on feet, which doesn't match my vision of what these look like on the pictures. Like honestly, on feet they look better than the pictures, and I love when that happens. It's not always the case. Sometimes you get a pair of shoes on and you're like, well, this didn't work out the way I anticipated. This is one of those ones where I was like, okay, cool. Like, I actually really like them. I didn't think I would like them as much as I did. I wore them, and it's just something that I really actually like the overall design and structure and what they did when they created this thing. Breathability in the forefoot, very nice as well. I love the neoprene accents. It's a very comfortable fit. On feet overall, very comfortable. Wide foot friendly as well for someone that has a wider foot. I went true to size for those people wondering, and it fits me really well. If I had to complain about anything, I would say the name doesn't really do it for me. It's Explorer Boost, or it's X_PLR. I don't really like the underscore thing that they have. They have that with a lot of different shoes. That NMDs have the underscores and stuff. I'm not really, it's too advanced for me. I just need a name, you know what I mean? Like UltraBOOST was perfect. This could be something else other than an underscore name, and I would be happy with that, but ultimately, you know, it doesn't affect what the product is. It does probably affect the searchability of the shoe because it's a very niche sort of name. And the only other complaint would probably be the price point. 190 is definitely a bit high. I feel like they could have started this off in the 170, 180 range. However, at the 190 range, it lets you know it's like a contender for like more of the flagship option, and it's kind of important to differentiate yourself when you have so many different Adidas products that hit the market. Like, what makes this one better than some of the other lower tiered models? The fact that it's established as a higher end product, I think is probably a smart idea. So, you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm glad it kind of stuck out a little bit because I was interested in it because of it. And at first glance, I'd be like, that's a lot of money to just give those a try. And after giving them a try, I'm like, okay, I mean, I get it. It's a still expensive price point. For some people, it's going to be a barrier to entry for sure. However, I can at least let you guys know, like, it's a very worthy contender for one of the most comfortable shoes from Adidas. It's a travel buddy pair that you can wear on vacations. And all in all, great comfortable pair of sneakers that's breathable. And I'm sure you're going to see this in my top 5, top 10 comfort sneakers as well as vacation sneakers when I do more of those videos coming up in the near future. So expect to see that, because this is definitely one of those ones I've been wearing quite a bit and happy with the results. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by and watching. If you guys are interested in buying a pair, please check the links in the description. If you guys do use my links, it does give me a little bit of a financial kickback when you guys make a purchase, and it does let Adidas know that you guys mess with the channel and helps bring sponsored content and content from them in the future. So always appreciate you all for doing that. And once again, Adidas Members Week is coming up, so check the link in the description. Make sure you keep that bookmark. They have a bunch of fun things that they are going to be doing for that, so definitely worth bookmarking and to see what they're actually bringing out for Members Week. And I will be covering a lot of those deals over on Twitter as well. So again, follow me over there at heskicks. Have a good one though. Hopefully we'll see you back for some more videos. All right, peace guys.